First of all, what a game for women's basketball. Obviously for our fans to show up, thank you. For those who tuned in, you watched two teams that are highly competitive, that just have had an unbelievable season, and unfortunately both of us aren't in the NCAA tournament, but just shout out to Mark Campbell. That's a guy, since I've been in this business from day one, he's been there right with me at other schools, and for him to get at TCU and have the season they've had, and unfortunately he had some injuries, but he kept that group together. We knew it would be an absolute dogfight. We knew it would be a 40-minute war, and I'm just thankful we were the better team there at the end to pull it out.
Robbie, you're in the front.
I know they hit 12 three-pointers, and that's kind of their game, but it seemed like the idea early was to pressure them and also keep them out of the paint, and y'all did a really good job of that. What did you think of how y'all executed defensively?
Awesome. It was great. I mean, for us, we always talk about being a four-quarter team. First quarter us, second quarter them, and then thank God we were playing at home because, when you look back in our season, that third quarter has been our season that we've had a collapse. And then they went 17-10 on us. But again, our fan base was everything. For them to have a spirit about them, it was like, no, we've seen you all year. Not tonight. Not tonight. You know what I was saying on the sideline too? Not tonight. All right, for us to come out 22-16, man, again, what a great game here at the home.
Dad, you're in the front.
Obviously, all eyes were on the battle between Jessica Carter and Sedona Prince.
Yeah.
You talked about Sedona after the game on Thursday. What can you say about the way Jess handled that matchup? Seemed like she was able to mostly get the better of her.
Yeah, I just think of respect. Obviously, I told you I recruited Sedona. What a great kid and great family. So I'm partial. I still think I have the best post player in the country, like you saw tonight. And then obviously, I see both of them being in the league. Right, and again, I kind of said that was for the treat for our fans to come watch two kids who I expect to be on a roster this year. And then the coolest thing I don't think gets talked about, especially body language, they were beating each other up. And Jess falls down one time, and Sedona, you see petty stuff at times. A kid can step over somebody or take advantage. What's Sedona do? She picks Jess up. Then it goes vice versa. Jess is hitting the crap out of her, Sedona falls down. And that's character, man. To have two future college kids that are absolutely playing their heart out and beating the crap out of each other, but have respect for each other in this game, I had goosebumps because they play the game the right way. And again, I caught myself probably too much in that third quarter just enjoying it and not coaching. So.
Stephon, you're in the front.
Kind of to follow up on that, Jess played well. Near even in the 7 minutes she had played well. Jess was talking about the battles that her and Near have had, in practice this season. How much do you kind of see that impact from Jess of obviously what she's done this season, but kind of how she's set up Near to kind of replace her going into next year?
Yeah, there's no doubt Near's the future. So like you said, like the cool thing for Jess, and I actually just tweeted this before I came in because I just saw, congratulations to her for breaking the all-time games played here at Mississippi State, which, again, I've said it is an awesome thing. But Jess has had a lot of big sisters during her time, even her freshman year. Just so, again, this is Jess's character, which I love. For her to come full circle and pour into these freshmen like she was poured into, like Big T, it makes me, chill bumps because that's what I want in the culture and that's what I want here. So she just pushes her. She tells her, don't put your head down. I know I'm getting 30 to 33 minutes, but when you come in there, you can make an impact. And I thought Near was awesome. That huge baseline jump shot, but just wearing down on Sedona so then Jess could have her moment later in the game.
You're in the back.
Kind of a two-parter here, but at first it was very animated meeting in the middle of the court. What were you telling your team right after the game was over?
Yeah, I'm in that emotional stage, man. This is the best time of the year. I keep saying it, March Madness. I just want to enjoy it, man. It's special. Again, I've stated the captain obvious. Obviously, we're disappointed not being in the big dance, but we're in the little dance right now. All right, we still dancing. So just enjoy each other. This has been a great group to coach. We've had adversity thrown at our way, but again, in a time where teams are quitting, teams don't want to follow through, we're proud to put on that uniform. We're proud to play in our fan base, and to think, Lauren Park Lane doesn't break the assist record if we don't play in that first game. Jessica Carter doesn't break the all-time games played if we don't play in the second game. There's still a lot of individual opportunities for these young women, but most importantly, our team name gets back on the map that we're not dead, but we're still alive.
Well, and the second part of that, you kind of fed into it a little bit there that, just kind of about this team's mentality, because you mentioned obviously the NCAA tournament was the main goal, but How would you assess how your team's kind of attacked this tournament mentally kind of so far, and how would you assess kind of where they're at?
Yeah, I know you guys get tired of me, but I see the team I had right before February. They're winners. I've said it multiple times. I got dogs in that locker room. I'm proud to be their coach. February is what it was, but we got healthy. Spring break and a time where kids want to go to the beach, go on vacation. My kids got in the gym. And that's the best thing that could ever happen for a head coach, that they love the game, and I love it too. So if we're going to put all this work in, then let's come out and let's put on a performance. And I think our fan base has seen the team that they were accustomed to, that's prideful, and most importantly, the present's really bright, but the future is too.
Robbie here in the front.
Jerk got out to that great start and then went through the tunnel a couple of times. Was she dealing with something today?
But she told me I guess she ate something too bad. I'm in charge of Breakfast Club with her now because she had to throw something up. So I said, everybody else on the team feel good? They said, yes. So I said, it wasn't the food, Jerk. I don't know what you did. But again, that's that kid. The Ole Miss game I referenced, at Ole Miss, she was under the weather. She fought for me. This game, she was under the weather. And I keep looking at her. I'm like, hey, you good? And she's like, you know it. And I was like, you're such a warrior. I love you. All right. And then at the end of the game there, to go 1-4 flat and her make a Jacayla Jordan move, I mean, it's just the kid's special.
We don't know, obviously, if this was the last game here at the hump for players like Jess and Warren and Aaron, but if so, obviously, you have to say about just the way they left everything out there here today.
Oh man, proud coach. Because again, this fan base is one of the top in the country. I know I got the mic twice now because we thanked him on senior night and then we thanked him again. I hope I have to get to thank him again on next Thursday. They just, again, in a time and an era where kids transfer, it doesn't work out, right? I think for us to have how many wins now? 22
23.
or 23. That's one more than we had last year, right? It's a statement that we're keep on growing the program, right? We were 22 wins last year. We're 23. Is that correct? I don't think misspoken this year. And then for them to have individual awards along with team success, they left their mark, but we're not done. I don't want to send them off yet because we still got great games ahead of us. And then here's the thing: if you keep advancing, then you got national exposure. And the cool thing about playing in this tournament is there's only so many games left, right, on the men and women's side. So in the NIT, or the WBIT, excuse me, if we make it to that Final Four, we're on ESPN2, is that correct, twice, if we make it to the championship game, all right? I've been working hard in the portal and on film, so I apologize for some of these questions I'm answering, but yeah, I mean, that's a great chance where our team gets to be on national television. It's huge for recruiting, but also these young women deserve to cut down a net. I don't care what tournament it is. Let's try to get there and make it happen.
Stephon here in the front.
To follow up on that, Mark was just talking about how difficult it is kind of doing two jobs at once now with, recruiting and preparing for these games. I guess how have you and your staff handled that, preparing for the WNIT, but also, having the portal open? And
losing to Coach DeMercer, right? Yeah, no, it's a blessing. First of all, I want to shout out to Michelle Clark-Hurd again. Thank her, because obviously I didn't get a chance. We were hoping that release would come out before the last game. And again, that's what I want here in my program. I want to be able to have a program where everybody can eat, whether players getting professional opportunities, obviously getting their degrees, coaching staff members can leave and go on and get head coaching jobs. Her spirit was unbelievable and she will be missed. And then back to the question, sorry, because I wanted to talk about Michelle.
Portal and WNIT.
Yeah, so how do my eyes look right now? Pretty bad, right? Thank God my wife back there in the back. She is my eye care queen. All right, so in the NIL generation, I'm plugging some out there. Babe, what's the company? Do we know? Multiple male cream eye care. Okay, let's tweet that out. If there's somebody who wants to pick me up for March Madness, I'm happy to take it because these all eyes are barking. Okay, they're tired. We're finding a way. My kids are hugging me. Reagan over there is jumping in the morning saying, "Dad, come on, win. Play. I want your team to play like LSU." All right, the LSU game. She's still happy about that. She wants her pool. So we're all spirits. We're trying to find a way. And then again, when you love a job, you feel like you're never working. To talk to kids and recruits right now about what we got going on is exciting. So it's phone calls that they like what we're doing down here. And then it's obviously identifying the right kids when the time comes.
Thank you, Coach.